Welcome to Worth It or Waste of Time. Today we are reviewing A Quiet Place. So, a quick synopsis of this movie. This is kind of an end of the world movie, but not really though. More of a horror movie, and it's about these aliens that come to Earth and they can hear really well. They're like super good at hearing and they're blind. And if you make the slightest sound, they'll kill you and stuff. And it follows this family like 86 to 400 days after that happens, and them just trying to survive without making a noise, because if they make a noise, it'll kill them. And a really important part of this is that the family is of four, a mom and a dad, and a son and a daughter. And the daughter, something that's really interesting, that she's deaf. So, and it just follows that family and what happens, and it gets pretty intense.
At the beginning of the movie, they're actually a family of 5. There's 2 sons,
right,
and a daughter. And yeah, like he said, it's post-apocalyptic is what it's called. That's the phrase that you use for end of world kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And these aliens kind of have a superpower. The way they sense things is through hearing. I don't think they don't have any vision. Like they can't see things. They just hear things, right? And so because of that, the entire world is basically killed off because no one knows how to be quiet. So, yeah, that's kind of the synopsis of it. It's just this one family, right? The cast list for this movie is 7 characters. The entire cast is 7 characters, right? It's got
Emily
Blunt and John Krasinski. And then the kids, what's the daughter's name in this? The actress.
Daughter's name is Millicent Simmons.
Millicent Simmons. So this is an interesting fact. She is actually deaf, the actress that they got for this role. And she did fantastic in this, too.
The son is Noah Jupe, and then the second son is Cade Woodward.
And then there's 2 other characters, just a real small part that you see them, and one of them makes noise. And actually, the other one is just a dead character. It doesn't even actually appear alive on the screen at all. So
there's 7 total characters.
7 total characters. Really small cast.
And there's only, I think, I saw this right. There's only 70 lines of dialogue in this whole movie.
70 lines. Yeah, it's quiet for most of the movie. A quiet place, right? And I also think this is John Krasinski's directorial debut. If it's not, it's one of his first ones for sure. And he did amazing at it, honestly.
Oh, it was shot in 36 days, too.
Oh, wow, that's a really short production schedule. That's crazy.
Oh, wait. The movie only contains about 25 lines of voice dialogue.
25. Okay.
That's voice dialogue. So.
All right, so go ahead and jump into what you liked about this movie.
So this is my favorite horror movie of all time, / thriller. So there's nothing. I mean, wait,
We'll go with what you like first.
I like everything about it.
What are the things you like the most about it?
What I like the most about it is, my favorite thing about the whole movie is, John Krasinski likes to integrate the background into its horror scenes. The creature called the Death Angel, you don't see it until like the last few minutes of the movie. And it's just in the background most of the time, and that's really what makes it tense and scary. It's just being in the background. I don't like how he did that. Another thing that I liked is its creativity. The idea of aliens and monsters coming to Earth, where if you make sound, you're dead, is really cool. This was the first horror movie I saw, I think, or something like that, around there. And it was so great to watch, and I don't think anything's ever topped it since.
I love this one too, honestly. And actually, to me, the vibe of the movie is very similar to Signs. It's these creatures that you don't know a lot about, that you have to learn more about as the movie goes on. You don't see them for a large portion of the movie.
Psychological thriller.
Right? It's a psychological thriller, and it's post-apocalyptic. I mean, I guess Signs isn't quite that way. It's not post-apocalyptic, but they're just very similar beats to the stories, I feel like, and they're both very good. I also really do like the horror elements in this movie. I love the acting. I think that everyone in this movie did a fantastic job. Again, small cast, but they were very good. It's got a great soundtrack to it, honestly. I listened to that too as well. So there's a lot of really good things in this movie. What didn't you like about it? Is there anything you didn't like about it?
Nothing. I think that this is the perfect horror movie. I have nothing to say about it that was bad. Nothing. Blank.
So the only thing that I would say about this movie that I kind of wished they actually included in the next movie, right? And for me, that would be flashbacks to what happened, when it started. And actually, not only
before
did they...
it started, even.
Yeah, well, not only did they include in the next movie...
Part 2.
Flashbacks, but then they had Quiet Place Day 1, which was everything. It was all the start of it, right? Everything coming down and everyone dealing with what had happened. And that one was fantastic as well. So that was one of the flaws. It wasn't a flaw. I would have liked to have seen that. And then I eventually did get to see that in the other movies. So again, not a huge deal for me that I didn't get to see it in this movie. What else? Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of other things I dislike. I'm going to swing back over to things I liked. I just think, again, the suspense they have. There's one point where they have a nail in the stairs, sticking straight up. They accidentally, tear, gets caught on a piece of clothing, and it's
not clothing, a bag.
Oh, a bag, yeah, and it's sticking straight up. And at one point, they're trying to escape these creatures, and someone steps right on the nail.
Close up on the...
And that's honestly more horror for me than any of the rest of the movie. It's just like this. I'm like, no, the real villain of the story is this nail. And so that was crazy. One of my favorite things, I have to mention this, is the attention to detail in this movie. They just had so many things that you're just like, oh, what would actually happen if there were these creatures that for any sound would kill you, right?
Like how they use sand to traverse from place to place so they don't step on branches and make sound.
Yeah, absolutely. I loved the sand. I loved that idea. It was attention to detail. I mean, there were only 7 cast members in this movie. I think most of their budget went toward the amount of sand they had in this movie, just that was everywhere. It was so much sand. But it was really cool because it's like, if you step on sand, it doesn't make as loud of a noise.
Exactly.
At the very beginning of the movie, they're all walking barefoot because walking barefoot makes way less noise than walking with shoes, right? It's these little details that they had. Oh, and I remember the thing that I didn't really like, and that was toward the end of the movie, they get caught in a grain silo. The 2 kids and...
Corn silo.
Oh, yeah, sorry, corn, not grain. Corn silo. The 2 kids are in it.
Because they live on the farm.
If you're at the top of a corn silo, I don't think that you would sink into it. Like, I'm pretty sure you would just...
Yeah, but it's gone without maintenance because...
Even without maintenance, I don't think anything would happen to you. I think you would just sit on top of it and be like, okay, now what do we do? We're stuck on top of this grain silo. But in the movie, they kind of sink down into it, and it's freaky, right? That's a really scary part. It's like, suffocation is worse than dying by these crazy, scary monsters that'll kill you from sound.
Yeah.
That was a part that I'm not sure. Maybe I'll look that up later, but yeah, I didn't really buy that very much. But I thought most of the rest of it was really good. It was tense the whole movie, and that tension just really made it kind of gripping to watch. It was very gripping. So yeah.
Category breakdown.
Yeah.
Acting. The acting was really good. Phenomenal. Best, not... Really great acting. Amazing.
Yeah, stellar in my book. John Krasinski, amazing. His wife... Emily Blunt. They obviously play a married couple really well in the movie.
Because they are a married couple.
Because they're a married couple. And then the daughter, what's her name again? Go back, let me see. I don't want to forget it because she was really, really good.
Millicent Simmons.
She just played the role so well. And it's interesting because, as a deaf person, that has to be quiet. You don't really know how much sound you're making. So that's what makes it more interesting, right?
Yeah.
So acting was stellar, fantastic.
Visuals, I give the visuals in this movie super stellar, like you said, amazing visuals.
Yeah.
Because the way the monster looks, its graphical way, it's so cool to look at. It's crazy. Like, how did they come up with that? And then I feel like another thing that they did kind of well on, that some movies might need to improve on a little, is like the blood, kind of. Some movies just don't do blood very well. Like, it's like kind of like really red, but this one was like darkish kind of, and I felt like it was more accurate. And I don't know, I just kind of appreciated that about it a little bit, because they did it a little better than the rest of the movies.
Okay. I loved the visuals in this. I thought that this, again, comparing this to Signs, which they're very similar beats, that they were better than Signs, which makes sense because it was a lot newer than Signs, a lot more recent. So yeah, they did really good on the visuals. I have no complaints. And this is kind of part of the visuals, the set. I love the set. That's part of the details thing. And it was amazing in this movie. Moving on to...
Story.
Well, soundtrack and then story, right?
Soundtrack.
So soundtrack, again,
I love the soundtrack.
I absolutely love it too. It's a really good soundtrack. It just really works well. So listen to this soundtrack even by itself. It's a really moving and beautiful soundtrack. And now, story.
I love the story. I think it's so creative and it's just
Yeah, there was a movie that came out before this one, I think called The Silence,
the silence.
that I was not aware of. I don't know how much John Krasinski or the writers had known about that when they came out with this. I have no idea about
The
it.
Silence. No, The Silence came out after Quiet Place.
Oh, did it?
It's based on a book.
Oh, interesting. But this was really good. They did an amazing job. It felt like, again, the tension, the way they had it built, it worked with the story, and they had high highs and some sad parts, and just the whole movie story of the movie was really good. So,
Not yet. Horror elements.
oh, horror elements. That's right.
the new section because we did Signs.
Yeah, that's right.
The horror elements, and I don't think I've ever seen any better horror elements. Jump scares are really great. The background, the use of the background is just really great. The tense, how tense the movie is. You've never been more tense in your life. Like, people will say that this movie is more tense than it is scary, and it being more tense just makes it so much better.
It's very tense. And I think the cool part is obviously they're using sound to do some of those jump scares, which works. It really does work. But even more important than that, they use the silence as the build up to those scares. And the silence is what makes this work
Silence
so well.
is so loud.
Yeah, it's true. As far as horror elements go, I honestly think the biggest villain in this story is the creaky floorboards. Like, they step on a floorboard and it creaks and you're like, oh my gosh, we're all gonna die. So I've never been so conscious of my own breathing before as I was watching this movie.
Opening a bag of chips feels like a war crime.
I heard someone in the background when we were watching it, I'm like, you would be dead if you were in this movie. Absolutely, you'd be dead. So yeah, great horror elements in this movie, just really well done. Final score.
You go first.
Okay, this one for me is an 8 out of 10. I really did like it. So it's not my favorite movie of all time, but it's really high up there. So an 8 out of 10.
This is my first favorite horror movie of all time and my fourth favorite movie of all time. This movie is a 10 out of 10, and I would give it an 11 out of 10 if it was up to me. It's just so good.
Okay, so worth it or waste of time? Worth it.
Yeah, definitely worth it. Top 4 movies of all time from my list.
So again, it's got those horror elements in it. If you've got kids, maybe they
Use
should
of
be a little
background.
bit older, just so they don't get too scared. Again, there's blood in this movie. And
I might
stuff
not
like
even
that,
really
so.
understand.
There's no language. Actually, there's very little talking at all. I don't think there's language, is there?
There's no language.
No language. So it's a really good movie. See it if you can. Any other last comments?
No.
Well, that's our take. So give us yours, and we will see you on the next one.